All right, welcome back to Game Time Edge. I'm going to talk you through this Friday slate, go over some of the injuries, some of the minutes projections with you. Let's just get right into it. Starting with Milwaukee, Toronto, you see Giannis is marked as probable again. Expect him to go. Murray Boyles and Jacoby Walter for Toronto, both questionable. I don't think it's worth even looking at either of these guys right now. Should be plenty of minutes for everyone else on this team. Reese Shea, an Atlanta starter, listed as questionable. Sprained an ankle in the opener, and he could miss tonight. If he does miss, I think you're looking at some extra minutes for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Vit Krejci may even get in the game a little bit as another wing option. Alexander-Walker should play a lot. Kennard should play a lot. So I think you're going to see some fill-ins. Orlando looks set. DeAndre Hunter questionable again for Cleveland. I'm hearing reports that he's more likely to play today than he was in the opener. However, having a guy who's missed the previous game, always a little iffy. If he can't go, you're again looking at Dean Wade. Larry Nance was good last game. Lonzo Ball. A couple of these guys just kick up their minutes a little bit. Jalen Tyson started in his spot in the opener and did almost nothing in 20 minutes. About 9 rare points in 20 minutes. So I probably want to look a different direction than him. But anyone else here, I think you're just going to see minutes bump up a little bit. Brooklyn looks set. We'll see if they go with the same rotation. Saraf was decent. Demeen, the other rookie point guard, was better off the bench. We'll see who ends up starting for them as the season rolls on. Right now, they're just expecting the same lineup we had on opening night. Luka Garza out with a concussion. Didn't play much and then left the game. So I think more minutes probably for Keita and the backup big, Xavier Tillman. We really don't have a lot of size on this team. We've got Anunoby as a probable today. Pretty sure he goes. Karl Anthony Towns, questionable again. Josh Hart was ultimately ruled out for the opener. He's questionable. Towns, they were going back and forth on. Quad strain, but 19 and 11 in the opener tells me he's at least feeling good enough to be fairly productive for you. If we don't see Hart and Towns again, in the opener, we expected Yabusele to have a bigger role. He only played 12 minutes and put up a 1.2 rare points. So he will have better games. I think if Towns is out, that might be the pivot. Huck Porty got the start last game with Towns in the lineup and played 18 minutes. So he may be in front of Yabusele for... He's got about 3 inches on Yabusele, so probably more of a traditional post play. Until Mitchell Robinson comes back, I think he's getting some minutes. But the Knicks surprised us, beat the Cavs. Be an interesting year for this team. San Antonio's set. Still no De'Aaron Fox. Olynyk, Sohan. Spurs look great in their opener. Expect similar minutes against this New Orleans team. Yves Missy is questionable. We'll see what we get. If he is out, you could see more of the rookie Derek Queen. Of course, a 0L10 to start the season. It was good to see him playing. He had an injury in camp. Did play 15 minutes in the opener. Didn't do a whole lot. Just 12, rare points. Detroit's pretty much set. LeVert is probable. I expect him to go. Sasser and Ivy, I do not expect to go. Not much to think about here with Houston. Crawford and Tate kind of on the periphery. Probably wouldn't get in the game anyway. I think the interesting part with Houston is Thompson was a little dinged up. Reed Shepherd's defense was questionable in the opener. If he's exploited again, they may turn to Aaron Holiday for some minutes. Aaron Holiday didn't play in the opener. Got to try something at that point guard position, somebody that can play a little bit of defense. Holiday, obviously, 6 feet tall, so he's not probably the answer either. They just look tiny at the point when they don't have Thompson in there. The rest of this unit is really big. One of the things I noticed from the opener, we don't expect Steven Adams to play huge minutes. He played 37 minutes, and I know it was a double overtime game, but that's a lot of minutes for Steven Adams. Maybe he's feeling really good right now. Definitely be something we monitor as the season goes on. The Heat have 3 guys out. Rozier, gambling, Hero, injury. Davion Mitchell played really well in the opener. Might be somebody to take a peek at. We're looking at Memphis. John Morant and Caldwell Pope, both questionable. I would expect them both to go. Morant looked great. If they can't go, Cedric Coward looked really good in the opener. I expect him to get plenty of minutes this season. Could see a few more from Aldama, who can play 3, 4, or 5 sometimes. Jock Landale playing quite a few minutes. Now, this is an interesting team. They're a little banged up. They're probably not going to look like this all year, but take advantage of these situations when you can. If you have a Jock Landale to run out there, I wouldn't hesitate this game week. Koulibaly's still out for Washington. I was encouraged by what I saw from Trey Johnson. I think he outplayed Bub Carrington in the opener coming off the bench. I expect him to get mid-20s minutes again. And with that 0L10, you can definitely play him, kind of an under-the-radar rookie play. Flag obviously had a terrible first half. Saved it a little bit in the second half, but still you're hoping for more than 20. I think he is much better today against a poor Washington defense. Expect all these starters to get normal minutes. Nobody on the injury report for Minnesota. Edwards is fine. 41 in the opener after being questionable with back spasms. I think his back's okay. Lakers still without LeBron and Kleba. Expect Luka to lead the way. Reeves to play that secondary scorer role. Hopefully they get something, anything out of DeAndre Ayton would be nice at this point. Warriors played last night. They have a back-to-back here already. Moody still questionable, and they could use him because I'm sure they're a little gassed after playing overtime against the Nuggets last night. But if Moody can't go, the rookie Will Richard's been getting some minutes ahead of Gary Payton. So I think those guys are both kind of mid-teens, but maybe a little advantage Richard at this point. He actually looked pretty decent out there, an active body, athletic guy. Still no Robert Williams, not a surprise. He misses all the time. Scoot Henderson's going to be out for a while. Blazers look pretty good against the Wolves in their opener. Edwards took over late, ended up winning the game for the Wolves. We have the coaching change, not by choice, but with Billups being indicted by the feds. We've got Tiago Splitter taking over as the head coach. We kind of wanted to see what the minutes were going to look like for Klingon and Hansen. And Klingon had 30 in the opener. Didn't do a whole lot. He will have better games. Obviously, he can rack up some blocks for you. And Hansen didn't see the floor. So that's your indicator so far. With Isaiah Collier still out, you're seeing minutes for Walter Clayton. And Walter Clayton played very well in the opener. I think he's going to continue to show what he can do while Collier's out and may usurp his role at some point. Really like Clayton. I think he's an interesting player. He reminds me a little of Devin Booker. He's got a good outside shot. He can get his own shot if he needs it. Athletic guard. Kessler was great in the opener. Filipowski will have better days. Expect him to play quite a bit. Ace Bailey should be getting healthy here, hopefully. He played 20 in the opener. They said they were going to keep him to 15. Didn't get much done, though. 1 out of 5. Missed a couple threes. I'd be looking for a better game from Ace Bailey tonight against the Kings. And yeah, don't be afraid to play either Bailey or Clayton in this one with those 0L10s this weekend. For the Kings, Sabonis is up to questionable today. This is a tough one. I'm sure Sabonis is chomping at the bit to play. He seems like the kind of guy who doesn't like to sit out, but hamstring injuries can be kind of tricky. Hopefully he doesn't re-injure himself. They've got him projected at 20 minutes. I think if he plays and he's feeling okay, he's obviously more like 35. I'm not sure if they're putting him at 20 right now just to circumvent the possibility that he sits out. I think this is kind of a coin flip at this point, whether he plays or not. If he doesn't play again, you saw Drew Eubanks play a decent role in the opener. From a So Rare perspective, he was good. 23 points, and he is a micro cap smaller than 10 right now for an L10, so I think he's a decent play. If Sabonis would miss again, we should hopefully get information on that at some point during the day, but it may not be until after lock. Phoenix still without Jalen Green, so I expect Grayson Allen to continue to start. Allen was fine in the opener, 32.5 So Rare points, 36 minutes, so he's playing big minutes. It's the guy that can shoot it from 3. He just kind of needs to be set up. So if Booker is distributing, Allen will be knocking down threes. And the Clippers coming off their blowout loss to the Jazz to start the season. They are pretty much full strength. I would expect a better effort. Game 2. On paper, this is a team full of veterans. There's no way they should have lost to the Jazz by that many points. But with all the Kawhi stuff hanging over the team, who knows what that locker room looks like. As far as playing time goes, I think you kind of know what you get with this team. One surprise was not seeing Bogdan Bogdanovic at all in the opener. All right, so there's a little recap of what to expect today as we head into the weekend game week. Obviously, you want to use those rookies again if you have them. If you've got an Edgecombe, if you've got Ace Bailey, if you have Clayton, if you have Coward, I would say those are all good plays this weekend. As far as the big guns go, AD should rebound. 44 L10 is low for him. You get Curry still at 42. Mid-grade guys. Miles Turner, DiVincenzo, both at 19. Pritchard at 19. Expect a better game from him. There are definitely some good plays this weekend. Hopefully we can score some cash here, get those streaks going. All right, thanks for watching.